Hi there. Today I'm going to edit this tropical jungle photo that I took a few days ago. So what I want to do with this photo is make sure that the grass is very saturated and that it has that really bright, colorful Amazonian theme to it. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure to take a snapshot of the original, which is this. And then I'm going to head into Profile and go from Adobe Color to Camera Standard. There we go. It's at the very bottom. It's the very last one. And then I'm going to scroll down and do my typical S-curve. Bring up the highlights, keep the midtones where they are, and bring down the shadows. So as you can already see, it's already starting to have more of a dimension. You can see the shadows on her face more, and the highlights better. And a lot of times what I like to do to make a process go faster, if I have many different photos, like many of the same photos with different poses, is that I will do these 4 things. So I'll go in and I'll do remove chromatic aberration, enable profile corrections to get rid of that vignette. And this is like the standard thing that I do for all my photos. So I'll go ahead and I'll take a snapshot of that. And then what I'll do to save myself time is I'll copy that. So it'll copy everything I did to this photo. And then I'll go into another photo that I have that's similar and just paste it and keep doing that and just make adjustments as I go. So now that we have that, I'm going to go in and play around with the exposure. I might bring it down just a little bit to bring out those shadows a little bit more and so it's not too blown out. I'm going to bring up the contrast probably to about 19. I'm going to bring up the highlights to maybe +8. Bring down the shadows just a little bit, probably -9. Maybe bring up the whites to +11. Bring down the blacks just to maybe -1. And as you can see now, if I take another snapshot between the two of these, it already looks so much better. This looks a little bit more flat, and this looks more, it has more of a feel to it. I'm going to leave these alone for now, and I'm going to go down and play around with my greens because that is a huge point in this photo. So I'm going to go in and brighten up my greens a lot by moving the luminance slider to the very right, which is basically going to highlight the greens. If I bring it down, it's going to make them darker. Each has a different look to it. They both look good, but for right now, I want this to be a bright tropical theme. And then see if I do this, it's also a really cool look, but I actually want to saturate it quite a bit, not too much, so maybe to like +35. And then maybe make it more yellow, or I think I want to make it more blue, so like 12. So now it has more of a bluish tropical green. It's luscious. We have more saturation, and then I'm going to go into the yellows because a lot of times yellows have green in them, as you can see. And I'm going to make that a little bit brighter to like +32 and saturate the yellows a little bit more to +47. You can see this side is being brought out quite a bit. And that's pretty much all we have. We just have yellows and greens. I don't want to mess with her skin tone too much. We can try, but then we lose the highlight. It just kind of messes things up, so I'm not gonna do that. And then I might actually bring up the sharpening just a tad to like 60, maybe like actually 54, and then bring up the noise reduction just to kind of smooth it out to like 27. And then highlight priority, this is going to affect the edges to make them darker or brighter. So I want her to kind of be the focal point, not necessarily the grass. So I'm going to bring it down just like that. And then I'm going to add a new snapshot. And as you can see, there's a huge difference between how it looks. It's definitely looking more editorial, more fashion, and just overall it gives it more life. So now I'm going to go up to the clarity and bring that up to just a little bit, probably plus 11, just to give it an extra boost. And the last part will be dealing with the highlights and the shadows. I'm going to take one more snapshot, just see how it looks. And I would say the shadows make more of a difference than the highlights. So I'm going to bring it up to like plus 7, maybe plus 8 actually. I kind of like just how it looks like this. It has like a red tint to it. But let's see the other options. Yeah, I think I do like more of the red tint, because red and green are opposites of each other. I think I kind of like that. Alright, the last thing I'm going to do is I actually think I'm going to go back into the greens and try to saturate it a bit more. Ah, that's what I want. So I want more of like this bluish green tone. And that's it. It's really fast, really easy, and it makes a huge difference, as you can see. Major difference. And that's it. Thanks again for watching, and please stay tuned for the next one. Oh my god. Did your license get suspended from driving all these guys crazy? Is this guy for real?